All right, we are live at 11:05 on BC, and this is Trinity Street Rods. It's been a crazy week or so. We've just been like working through some things and getting some organization going on, and some divisions and some just some figuring out where we're at. And I got it for today. I got the message for today. I got the whole thing for today. It's awesome. We're ready. We're going to just talk about some history today, and we have a cure. We have breaking news. Breaking news, so stand by. This will be about halfway into the show. It may come at trigger time, but you never know. I kind of start setting up some of my walls, my Hot Wheels stuff, and it's pretty cool. I got some cool American graffiti stuff. It's like hot rod history. And here's the Milner car. We actually got a Milner clone on the books, so we're going to be building another Milner clone, and we've done that car several times, and I'm sure a lot of people out there. I think there's a website dedicated actually to the Milner car, getting some of the parts. Some of the old, in my youth, when I was a kid playing with the Hot Wheels, what bigger dream can you have than to build a Hot Wheels car? Build a car and then have Hot Wheels make it. Well, there's a couple of cool things here. Twin mill, that was actually a real car, and a lot of these aren't. My grandkids come in and they think they need a Hot Wheels car, so I always give them one, so I keep those stock. Some of them are old and cool. This Hot Wheels, man, did you see the tracks they got nowadays? It's incredible, awesome. I need to see. I gave my grandkids some things that go on the wall, and they're crazy. I'm going to see if they still got them. I might put them over here. And then we got history. It's Tom Daniels stuff. And I got a Tom Daniels wall. Tom Daniels built the models, but never really built the cars, but people have actually built the cars off the models. So there have been many of the cars built afterwards. And then for me, some history. This is pretty cool. This is my history. My son built this in school. Did it say a year? Well, there's that. That's Jesse Chester. It was actually in a paper or magazine. I got it folded up. I'm not even going to take it out of there because it's so old. It looks kind of crinkled. But can you see what it says on there? I didn't see that until just this morning. So this was his first car. It was like probably a high school project where you modeled something. Pretty cool. And some people just don't respect history. They just don't care, or they want to change it. These have got some historic value to me. These are. Have you ever done Pinewood Derby cars? I had to take a job up in Illinois one year and left my family behind in Arkansas just to catch up. You know how life goes. So he was in the Cub Scouts. Built me some cool stuff. So I built this one and sent it down. Got all my weights and the wheels and everything. Freaked them out. But in the move from coming over to the other building to here, some people just don't care about history, so those got trashed out pretty bad. But I'm going to leave them there for a reminder about the way people think about history. But this is like one of the best gifts I have been given in a long time. Wild Bill bought a spirit car. We helped a widow sell her husband's car. We built him a car, and Mark Purdy, who passed away. So Wild Bill gets the car. He loves it, and he's I believe retired, but just cool, and a painter, cool guy. He did this painting of Ratfink solving a problem, and it was kind of smaller. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Oh, would you sell that?" And he just said, "No, and it's too small for what you need anyway, and I'll paint you a different one." So we've been moving here and doing and I'd seen the smaller pin, hadn't really thought about it too much, and then all of a sudden we start moving in, and Bill Caller messages me and goes, "Hey, what's your address?" And I'd been wanting to go just call him back and, hey, I'd really like to buy that picture, and so I hadn't. I was just kind of waiting, but he's like, "No, you can't buy it. I'm gonna give it to you." So he sent me this picture. Can you get a close-up of this? Is it perfect or what? It's awesome. I'm just like, there it is. It's secure. we have it. Who else better than to take care of this than Rat Fink? And he's giving me a little, on the back. It's got some stuff. So I am excited, and I'm like a Roth guy. I'm a big Roth guy. So I started putting up some of my Roth stuff, and now that I have a bigger wall, I'm going to go ahead and probably fill in some of the gaps. There's so much Roth stuff out there that it would be easy to fill this entire wall. But this is 2020. Wild Bill just painted this not that long ago, and it is so perfect, and I can just see Big Daddy himself coming up with that exact same thing. Awesome. So here's some stuff too. This is some history. Oh, that's just more stuff. But you know who this is?
Jesse?
That's Gilligan. And that's Big Daddy. He's wearing Big Daddy's hat there. We got to show you. Where's it at? Here it is. So this was when the Beatnik Bandit came out again the second time. We were in Chicago. That's his hat. He made it on the thing. So Jesse's actually wearing Big Daddy's hat. I thought it was pretty cool. So that's a big thing for me. And so we were up there and did the show in Chicago, and he was kind of I hate to say idol. He was an icon for me. It's somebody that I really, when I was younger, followed his stuff. Roth and Daryl Starbird and Barris and just a lot of the guys. There's a lot of the guys, and they're starting to go away now. Roth passed away a few years ago. Got to know his kids a lot better than I got to know him. But I did get this from him, not at the same time, but another time. When you're on the road a lot, it's like being in the circus, being in the carnival. So these are just some of the cars he built. He had the great distinction of being kicked out of an NSRA show because he drove there with a trike and it had 3 wheels instead of 4. And I think he was really proud of that, actually. So he signed this one for me. You know what that says? To Spirit Industries. God does talk to us. Let's listen. I am totally pumped. And Ronnie, in case you're looking at this, you're watching this video, I know I've said we're painting your car, we're painting your car, we're painting your car. I was just told this morning, it's over in the other building. They brought down another car for us to work on in the rod shop. But the gold flake is on the car. So the gold flake's on the car, and it's going to have some kind of flavor of, I don't know what it's going to have, but here's like scallops, the Beatnik Bandit type scallops. I don't know if that's where they're going, or I'm sure you guys are communicating down there, so that'll be awesome. So for trigger time today, I got thinking. I got all these Roth cards. I don't know if you know the Rat Fink guys. So we got all these different characters, and they've all got big stories behind them. It's great stuff. As kids, we would collect them. So I'm kind of randomly looking at them. So we got Bad Doggie. Get on, little doggy. So here's the story behind this one. Big Bad Doggie. A doggie is a small lost calf. Everyone feels sorry for them because they can't find their mom. But you see, the reason they're lost is because they're wild little critters, and the main herd is just too normal. They got to get out and see for themselves what it's all about. Every hot rodder is a stray from a normal breed. They got to get out and see what makes the car go faster. Lots of family jalopies have been hopped up by these wild doggies of the asphalt. Sometimes the teacher will tell you things that may or may not be true. And that's when it's time to be a little doggy. Go home and ask mom or dad if what the teach tells you is right or wrong. Always try to find out what's real and really going on. It's your duty as a citizen of the USA to do that. Tell mom and dad that you love them. And get a good night's rest. Pinky told you so. Okay? Good advice. Good advice. Where we're at in this country right now, I don't know. what the hell they're teaching our kids in the schools, and we better find out. It's borderline brainwashing and indoctrination on half the time. I've got a lot of respect for a good teacher, but I got no respect for the enemy of the state who wants to take our kids and make them think it's okay to go into the streets and burn down businesses and carry on, and it ain't right. Where did it come from? It didn't come from just learning the history of who we are and what this country is. Just because your teacher tells you so, don't make it right. We're at a place now, I haven't worked with youth for a few years, but I've worked with youth a lot. And my biggest regret of all the things I've done is working in cooperation with public education. You get in cooperation with public education, they will humor you and have an agenda anti-family, anti-country. That's my bottom line. I'm not backing up from it. It's time to move ahead and find out what is being taught in our schools. We don't have kids coming out with the work ethic. We don't have kids coming out with a basic fundamental knowledge of what our country is and who we are. We've got them come out, they're confused whether they're even a boy or a girl. And we've got to encourage that as far as our educators say. It's war. It's war. The battle's on. It's been a stressful week for me. I was out wandering around on mission, but I come home to Ziglag. And if anybody you know what I'm talking about, I come home and my town is burned. My family is being robbed, my stuff is happening, being stolen. I'm with David now, and we're on a search and rescue mission. So if you want to know what that means, well, you're going to have to look it up, because I'm not going to describe it or tell you. But you probably find it in Samuel, somewhere around, what is that, first chapter, or first Samuel, whatever that was. I don't know, somewhere. Maybe Gilligan knows. You know Gilligan?
No.
No, man. So we're going to finish up with something out of Matthew. That's a good one. I was going to go somewhere else this morning, but this is the one that's just here. And we'll start at the 18th chapter, and I'm just going to read through a little bit. At that time the disciples came to Jesus, saying, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" And calling to him a child, he put him in the midst of them, and said, "Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child, he is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a millstone, a great millstone, fastened around his neck, and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. Woe to the world for temptations to sin. For it is necessary that temptations come, but woe to the man by whom the temptation comes. And if your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it from you. It is better for you to enter life maimed or lame than with 2 hands or 2 feet to be thrown into eternal fire." So we're hot rodding, man. It's getting there. We're having a good time. I'm loving it. It's bringing back memories of being a kid. I'm being a kid again. So building. We just pulled some more cars up here. We got cars going on. I got parts coming. We got some cameras for the shop, so I wouldn't be surprised that you're going to be able to watch us live build some of these cars. Man, I don't know that it'll be 24/7. You may have to sit there in the middle of the night watching the car do nothing, but that people have watched birds sit on eggs for I don't know how long until the eggs hatched. It's crazy what can happen on the internet. I think I was watching an oil leak in the bottom of the ocean one time. They just had a camera on it. It was just coming out, and it was kind of soothing. So we can watch a hot rod in progress not being built, or we can watch it being built as it's going on, but that is going to be happening sometime in the near future. That's it for today. We're going to try to get regular at this again. We did have a week of a lot of moving and a lot of doing, and it was just a chaos week, so we're going to try to be more regular. But for now, I'm BC. This is Trinity Street Rods. Have a blessed day.